After tying the knot, we thought the only reason to not have kids would be because of fear. Since fear is no reason to evade an action, we said, oh dear, here we go. Before kids, you have all these ideas. I thought, those people let kids rule their lives. Well, not me. My kids will join my life. Izaki, when you joined my life, first I thought you were an alien because of your pointy head. But after a day, my heart melted, and I thought I could never love anything more. But I did. Glory, deep conversations, freedom, eating without being interrupted. Ever the multitasking supermom, trying to keep my life as it was, I tried to wrap my arms around all my loves, spoon-feeding each one. But when I had 2 more babies, all my desires were like 10,000 fires, and I, a dog with rabies. I used to be happy. My kids have ruined me. Like Nebuchadnezzar, I had become deranged because I needed to be changed. Because of you, I was forced to get rid of unhealthy desires. Without you, I would have kept riding my idols like treadless tires and shoving my Lord into the back seat, all the while thinking I had beautiful feet. Because of you, I've jumped off my high horse and run not to my wisdom, but to the source. Now, instead of a know-it-all, there's no way I could possibly fall because I'm on the ground crying out, Lord, I have no clue what I'm doing. Before you were born, I would hardly cry, even if someone were to die. I guarded my heart inside an impenetrable castle of pride. But your little marching made the walls come crashing down. And like when Moses struck the rock, life gushed from my eyes. Emotions I'd suppressed to protect myself like a jack-in-the-box released to be wounded again and again. But I'm not tempted to retreat, because even though there is pain, it is mixed with joy I can't explain. You have changed my perspective about people. I thought they were mostly good, but after squeezing so hard to produce in you a little fruit, I know that people, even me, are not good. The more you squeeze, the more wicked they get, unless they feed from the vine who paid their debt. When I see a hand restrained from hitting, I see the hand of God holding it back. When I see a heart screaming to get her way and then start to pray for the power to love, I know God is running to answer like a knight to the rescue of the powerless. Why did I ever think I was good? Now when I see goodness, I cherish it as a miracle, a gift from the only one who is truly good. As the coronavirus threatens to come upriver, I feel a tightening in my chest. To think that God would take an arrow from my quiver, how can I have any rest? I get this same feeling when I remember the times I almost lost you. Running in the market, frantically calling your name, feeling like time stopped as all the while like an eternity has passed. Thinking of all the worst that could happen. But there you were, Izaki, the most beautiful boy, looking at a toy. You saw my love pour from my eyes as I looked into yours and said, don't ever do that again. And Lila, as your brother came walking up the hill, all wet, suddenly my mother's heart clenched tight. Where's my baby? As my feet start pounding in the direction of the pool, my mind races as I float next to your dead body. But I snap back to reality as I see you skipping up the hill. Relief melts me to the ground as I take you in my arms. The tears enforce my loving words of warning. Don't ever go near the pool again, sweetie. And Jesse, you'd think you haven't lived long enough to almost die. But I remember the point when I screamed, I don't want to trust God. And it all became clear. I had no power to keep you here. You were sick, my little boy. I tried everything I could think of to make you well. And still, you didn't get better until the point of my surrender. Like Abraham, I offered you up and passed the test, knowing my God would give you back if it was best. But what if I die? What if they are left to another? Who would love them as fierce as their mother? But now I see you never almost died. God was orchestrating every time I cried. He questions now, don't you know I care? They are all numbered, every single hair. God loves you kids, even more than me. As trust covers the doorposts of my heart, I know my God has the power to save, and I will not bow to worship another, no matter what he chooses to do. I must love God first so that you don't become the center of the universe, and I relinquish the power to love. Me and you, me and you, me and you. We can't do anything without him. You, my children, are the biggest blessing I ever had. But both you and your dad. I'm so glad that you kids ruined my life so that we can start a new, better life, if God wills, that is centered on Christ. Kiss bomb.
Jack!